Hi, I'm Catherine Mora. I am a book coach and I work with coaches, speakers, and aspiring thought leaders to help them write beautiful books. And today's topic is not sure whether to write a self-help book or a memoir. This is quite a common question because I work with people who want to write one or the other, sometimes business books. And sometimes people come to me and say, I really want to write a book, but I'm a little bit unsure if I want to go with self-help or memoir. So let's talk through that a little. So obviously they're very, very different books. In a self-help book, you're speaking to the reader, giving advice, maybe sharing your experiences. It can have all different kinds of formats. Self-help, you could have bullet points and sections and headings and drawings and anything you want, or it could be straight text. There's a whole lot of ways you can write self-help. Memoir, in my view, really only has one way of being written, and that's in creative nonfiction style, which is when you're writing nonfiction but written as a novel. So you're using dialogue and action and description and emotion and any internal dialogue, thoughts, feelings. There's a whole lot that goes into it, but it's written as in first person and where you are the central character of the story. So it's your life story. You're the character telling the story in your voice, and you're writing it like a novel with all the things that I mentioned. And my rule to my clients is when they're writing a memoir, they're never allowed to break character and speak to the reader. So you can never sort of pop out and say, oh, if only I had, known this, I would have learnt this, or see, this is why you can never do blah, 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 when you're sort of speaking to the reader. Now, obviously, a lot of people these days in books break the rules and do whatever they like, but I think pure memoir is the most beautiful, and that is when the reader gets right into the story because you've written it like a novel and they start getting invested in you as a character and as a person. So the other thing you can't do in a memoir in my book coaching program is having your future self speak in any given moment. So at any point in the memoir, you are as old as you are at that moment in the memoir, and you have all the knowledge, skills, and experience of the person who is, 8 or 15 or 20, not the skills and experience of the 40 or 50-year-old that you are today. And that's because, again, you want the reader to really come with you on your journey. So with them being very, very different types of books, there are some questions you can ask yourself that might help you decide. So what's your objective with writing the book? Or what are your goals? What is the vision that's at the end waiting for you? What do you hope to get out of it? Because this will also affect what book you're writing. Are you wanting to get speaking gigs? Do you do keynotes and maybe you want to get paid more? Do you want to attract new clients? Do you just want to charge more for your work because you're seen as an expert in your industry? There's a whole lot of different things you can do with your book. You can give it away for free to warm up cold leads. You can give it away to people who stay to the end of a webinar. You can take it to speaking gigs and give one to everyone. Or if you're appearing at an event and you're speaking for free, perhaps you want to sell your book along with a workshop and make it some sort of combination deal where they get a ticket to a workshop and your book for X amount of dollars. So there's so many different things you can do with your book, but obviously they would call for some very different approaches with your book. Beyond that, who's your audience and what appeals to them? So sometimes people get a little bit tired of being told what to do, but at other times that's exactly what they want. They just want someone to tell them what to do. But as you would know, if you're a coach, for example, you would know that people have the knowledge inside them a lot of the time. It depends what kind of coach or mentor you are. But if someone's got the knowledge inside them, it's not really that they don't know what to do. It's that they're scared or they're holding back or they don't believe in themselves. So there's other stuff going on. So you could address that through either book. But if, for example, you've had a really great or really incredible, varied, difficult journey, I hate that word, and you've come out the other side with a whole lot of life skills, and then you've trained as a coach, and you want to show your potential client that even though they've been through or they're currently going through what you've been through, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And so writing a memoir can be such a beautiful way of them following your story and coming along with you and going, oh my God, I felt like that. Oh my God, that's me. I feel a bit emotional thinking about some of the things that my clients have written about, and I can imagine their end reader sitting there reading it going, oh my God, and people forgetting that it is a memoir, as in it's non-fiction, and just getting lost in the story. So what does your audience want? At the same time, with self-help, you can sort of jump all over the place, and each chapter can be a standalone thing, or each chapter can follow on in a logical fashion, but you might use it to create a program where a 12 chapter book becomes a 12-week program, and you want to cover very specific topics. The issue with a memoir is that your life doesn't follow this kind of perfect 12 topic set of blocks. It might follow a particular trajectory in terms of your learnings, but it doesn't break down conveniently in that way. So they're just very, very different. So what I would say is, think about what you want to get out of your book, what's your career or what's your business, who is your audience, and think about whether it's the self-help style or memoir style that really is going to meet all those needs. Now, I realize that's probably oversimplifying a little bit. I might take for granted the fact that this is one of my zones of genius, is helping you pick the book. So if you do want to chat, by all means, message me, just PM me, comment below, and we can talk about your book ideas if you're swapping and deciding between the two, and what one would probably be a better fit for what you want to do right now. I also have a 45-step book writing and publishing checklist. I'll pop the link below, and you can just go to that link and tell me where to send it. It has all the steps you need from before you write right through to publishing and promo. I hope that was helpful. I look forward to hearing from you. Send me any questions or let me know if you want to chat. And until the next video, see you soon.